Learning new details about the 18-year-old man shot and killed by Knox County deputies this morning. In the last half hour, the TBI issued a new release with more information.
10 News reporter Lauren Lovett spoke with the family of that suspect and breaks down the new details we are learning late this afternoon.
John Robin, the family tells me Devon St. Germain was excited to finish high school. He had spent the last year saving up to buy a box truck to become a delivery driver. In that release from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, that agency says deputies with the Knox County Sheriff's Office were conducting a search warrant around 7 this morning on Sevierville Pike. The TBI says when SWAT deputies attempted to arrest St. Germain, the situation escalated, and they are investigating why deputies fired shots. The Knox County Sheriff's Office says St. Germain displayed a firearm. The family tells me the suspect's mother was handcuffed and children in the house were taken outside. His grandmother says St. Germain was asleep when officers arrived.
This child was laying in his bed, so what is y'all story of going in that child's room shooting him in his room? What was the story?
His grandmother, Ernestine Seiler, and other family members say officers never showed a search warrant before entering the home. They say they'll never recover from their loss. Family members tell me St. Germain was a student at South Doyle High School. A Knox County school spokesperson says when students return next week, there will be counseling services available. Again, the TBI is investigating. They'll give their findings to the Knox County District Attorney, and she'll decide whether the shooting was justified. John.
Lauren Lovett with the latest breakdown in this case. Lauren, thank you.
All right. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. So there you hear another story that is the same narrative that we heard time and time and time and time again. They say the suspect, right? But the young man's name I found out was Devon St. Germain. Now, this article, which says 18-year-old suspect unalive by police, said he was 18. But another article or another video that I'm going to show you as well said that he was 16. But nevertheless, the 16-year-old, and you saw that large police presence. And this happened in Knox County, which is in Tennessee. Did you see that large presence of police officers at that residence? About 20 police officers. And according to the mother and the grandmother, which they don't tell you in this article, but you'll hear it in another article, when they said that they handcuffed the mother and told the kids to get out of the house, that was before they went into the young man's room. And so when the grandmother says he was in there sleeping, 7 a.m. in the morning, remember, he's on school break, so he doesn't have to get up. May have been up late playing video games. So he's sleeping, and they're going to barge in. As the family said, they didn't show a warrant. They did not. They barged in, told the family to get out of the house. And then they go to this young man's room. And in my opinion, they executed him. They executed him because there were no witnesses. And you will see in this next articles that these officers don't have body cam footage. The Knox County Sheriff Office said they don't give their SWAT team body cam footage. Now, why would they need the SWAT team to arrest a 16 or 18-year-old? And you saw the picture on the thumbnail. Does he look like a dangerous criminal? Hasn't even graduated from high school. His family said that he was looking forward to saving up his money and getting a box truck. This reminds me right here of Fred Hampton, 21-year-old Fred Hampton of the Black Powers, the charismatic young leader who galvanized and captivated the people in the 70s, so much so that the Cook County Sheriff Office, along with the the IBI, I guess the Illinois Bureau of Investigation, and the FBI, all conspired to raid this man's house. Like they're literally using the same language, a raid. Raid this man's house, shoot him a multitude of times, uncountable times, while his pregnant wife was in the bed with him. And, you know, they have photos of that, of him laying on the bed. And this narrative goes on to say, just like this narrative they're painting, he displayed a firearm. How many times are we going to allow them to get away with this? He displayed a firearm. This happened on January the 3rd. It is January the 23rd today, 20 days later. And, you know, they said that they're going to hand the charges over to, or the hand the information. The TBI, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, is going to hand the information over to the Knox County District Attorney, and then they are going to see whether or not they're going to press charges. And I think we all know what the answer to that is going to be. Now, how long are we going to let this continue? Or how long is God going to let this continue? Because, you know, we can look at the physical part, but this is spiritual. And I'm beginning to believe, you know, the Black people are the chosen ones, and especially in America. We are the children of the tribe of Judah. And we are being persecuted because everybody knows who we are but us. How can our young men continuously be executed? If you remember in the Bible, Pharaoh, when the Israelites were in Egypt, said, we got to take all of their firstborn males, or every male, and execute them, but keep the women alive. And it seems Black men in America has always, like, this is our Egypt. And the fact that this young man hadn't even graduated high school yet, and they bring out the whole sheriff department for this raid, which they haven't even said what the raid was for. They haven't even given any reason for this raid. They're being very vague. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you listen to this video. And I'm using this video in fair use. It's from Dr. Rashad Ritchie. Undisputable. But they have, you know, some information about some of the statements put out by this sheriff's department and the contradictory nature of those statements. Just watch this short clip of this video. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but this is fair use, used for commentary and educational purposes only.
We'll see. Just over an hour after the shooting, the Knox County Sheriff's Office issued the following statement on its Facebook page. Okay, they are saying some things. Oh, this will be interesting. Preliminary information from the scene reveals officers were serving a search warrant. The suspect refused to follow commands while officers were attempting to bring him into custody and displayed a firearm, which time officers discharged their weapons. The officers involved in this incident are uninjured. I can't. However, the suspect is deceased. Maybe it happened exactly like that. Maybe that's exactly what went down. I want to hear from Devon, but of course, we're not going to hear from him because dead men tell no tales. 7:30 in the morning, raid. He didn't follow commands. Lana Blackstar giving us the details. Let's give you some more. St. Germain's grandmother, Ernestine Silver, said deputies barged into the home. That would be confusing, scary. Refusing to show warrants, handcuffing the teen's mother, ordering the children outside of the home before entering the teen's room where he'd been sleeping. WBIR reported. Knox County Sheriff's Office has turned the investigation over to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, which is also refusing to release any details about the shooting under the rationale that it is still under investigation. We'll stop there. So it's under investigation. We don't want to, say too much before we, figure this out. Get the Bible of what went down here. But you did release a statement, didn't you? And you blamed Devon for his own. Maybe it's true. I don't know. But now you can't tell us anything when we ask follow-up. But you got out in front with your version of the events. You see how that works? In the aftermath following the shooting of St. Germain, the sheriff's office has been vague about whether there is available body cam footage from the raid, neither confirming or denying the existence of body camera footage. Didn't ask you to see it, just said, do you have it? And a public records request by Atlanta Blackstar for available videos, photos, documents from the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations related to the case was denied, citing the investigation as well as the fact that Atlanta Blackstar is based outside of the state of Tennessee. The hell does that mean, and what difference does it make? Atlanta Blackstar, interested in Black people everywhere. You just keep changing the rules, don't you?
And I'm going to just end it right there. And once again, shout out to Indisputable and Dr. Richie. But this is terrible. How there are no witnesses. There is no way for anyone to conflict this story that they're saying that he refused to comply with directions, probably because he was asleep. But and again, why do you need that many police? Why do you need a SWAT team to serve any kind of warrant? A raid. And there were other children in the house. Evident, I don't know who this young man made mad, but 16 years old or 18 years old. And no national coverage. Once again, I had to get this through email. You hear it on Dr. Richie's show and Atlanta Blackstar. But these people are being very vague with the fact that, okay, is there body cam footage? Not can we see it, but is it? I don't know. We don't know. We can't give you any details, but we do know, we are going to tell you that he displayed a firearm and he refused to comply. And so I would love to talk to Mr. St. Germain's family and figure out, what really happened on that morning. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all see the number as well, 919-587-7782. Another situation that's questionable about police and their encounters, their raids, their warrants upon our young black men. We are definitely under attack by this system, by this pharaohic system of America, which allows these things to continue. But I think there is a judgment that's on the way. And judgment may be already here. Peace and blessings. Y'all have a blessed day.